Now we'll be seeing about the factorial problem solving in Java. So, what is factorial first of all? Factorial of a number is the n. We'll be declaring it as n is equal to 5 means the factor will be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 into n minus 4. So it will be going on like n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3. This is how we calculate the factorial. Here the question is the given a positive integer n, find the factorial of n. So as I already said about factorial, we'll get the final value as the output. So the input here is an integer, then the output is also integer. So first we'll now start coding in online compiler. Now I'll explain the logic first. First of all, when every factorial problems now, as you can see here, one is the common thing. So we'll start from the number two. So we're going to create a for loop here, and we'll run from two to the number n, and we'll store it in the variable, and we'll return the variable now. So that's the logic, and I'll code here. You can then I will explain. Okay, first of all, as every time, I'll create a solution first. I'll create a class here first, and I'm named their solution. We can name anything else. Okay, inside the solution, I will code first static long factorial. Now, I have first created the syntax line called static, which static means, as I also already said, that the method belongs to Java, so that don't have to create an object to run in Java. So, okay, static, and that I have a So I have assigned a return type as long, and then I have named the method as factorial, and inside that I'm passing the parameter n and initialing it as declaring it as a long variable. Okay, then now inside that I will create a for loop first. As I said already, I will start from int I is equal to 2. First, I have initialization. I've completed the initialization in the for loop. First of all, what's a for loop? In for loop, we will have an initialization thing. Then we have the condition, and then we have the update. First, we have completed the initialization from. I'll be starting from integer 2. So I'm assigned the value I is equal to 2. Then I'll come to the condition part where I less than or equal to n, so that I runs up to the nth value. If in the example 5, I runs from 2 to 5, because I set it as less than or equal to n. So next I'll use semicolon, then we have to go from I plus plus. I plus plus means I value increments every time the loop runs. Okay, so that we can go to the next values. I'll open the loop, and I will store here the value as fact I. Now fact multiplication symbol equal to I. What that means? Fact is equal to fact into I, because we stored the fact, and then we'll multiply with the index I right, so that we can get the value right. So first of all, I'll initialize the fact here, long variable type, and I'll set it as 1 first, because 1 is the common number in every factorial sum. Okay, so I'm setting it as 1 here, and then I will return fact. I should return outside the method, because inside the loop we can't return. Okay, return fact. Now, what's happening here? I'll explain first. For a value like 5 factorial, first I'll pass from 2. So 2 is less than or equal to 5. So that it goes down. 2 is equal fact is equal to fact into I. So 1 into 2. First of all, we get the fact will be updated as 2. Then we'll run for next value. So next I will be updated. Then I becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. So the 3 comes inside the loop. 3 into already we have stored fact as 2. 3 into 2 6. Okay, now we updated the fact as 6. Now I gets updated. Then I becomes 4. 4 is less than or equal to 5. So it comes inside the loop. Already we have the fact as fact value as 6. So 6 into 4 24. Okay, 4. Now I gets updated again. I equals to 5. So the loop ends. So 5 comes inside the loop. Then 5 into already we have here 24, right? So fact is equal to fact into I is equal to 5. 5 into 24 120. Now the loop ends, right? Now we return the fact, then I will get the value as 120. Now I will do it with the main method, and example public static void open the main method, and then we'll create a variable as long a is equal to 15L. Now I'll explain first. Then system dot out dot print line. We have to call the method name first, and inside that we have to pass the a parameter. Now I'll run here. So here I'm getting error near return fact. So where I've done the mistake, class is opened and closed, method is opened and closed. Inside that, so I have written I use this line here. I have to use it here because after the loop ends, I have to inside the method itself. I have to return the fact. I have written the fact outside the method, so it's not running. Now it will run. I changed it. Okay, we got the value of 15L. So I will explain a thing here. First of all, if we use here static int factorial, the int will be returning a value only the int's maximum return value is of only 10 digits. After 10 digits, it can't return value. So I have converted the int return type into long so that we can get higher number output. So if for a 15 like a 15 number, we get a value of digits output as more than the 10 digits, so that we use long factorial. Long will be long. When you use long, it can generate a output of more than 10 digits. So I've used a long, and then I same I have declare the n as long, and I have declared the fact as long. And then inside the main method, you have to notice here I have declared the variables long, and I have here I pass the parameter as 15L. What's that L means? So Java here understood the value as long itself. It's a long number, but uh, if you use 15 alone here, it will anyway it will Java will consider the 15 as an integer value. So if you use the L here, it will take it as take it as a long value. So if we run here, the 15 15 will go here. Then from 2 it will loop runs and updates and get stored into the fact, and then we return the fact and we get the output here. So now we have completed the factorial program. Thank you.